Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick made surprising statements about a fast-growing business sector in Texas. He suggested large data centers and crypto mining operations need more scrutiny. That's based on a projection of how much power demand those computer centers will need. Fox 4's Alex Boyer gives us a closer look. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Clarice, ERCOT's CEO yesterday gave testimony before a Senate committee prompting these remarks from the lieutenant governor. He posted on social media that these crypto miners as well as AI data centers are going to be responsible for over 50% of new growth here in Texas. I talked to an SMU economist as well as an energy expert about the dynamics at play. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick putting ERCOT's CEO on blast after Pablo Vegas told a Senate committee Wednesday that artificial intelligence data centers and Bitcoin mining could double peak demand on the power grid within 6 years.
So we're talking a magnitude of 10 to 30 times of energy use for an AI data center versus a traditional one. So the impact is really significant. And how many are coming? That's still TBD.
Patrick claims crypto miners and data centers will be responsible for over 50% of added growth in Texas in the coming years. In a lengthy post on X, Patrick said in part, we need to take a closer look at those two industries. They produce very few jobs compared to the incredible demands they place on our grid. Adding that, we want data centers, but it can't be the wild, wild west of data centers and crypto miners crashing our grid and turning the lights off.
And when we do have a bad blackout, whether it's summertime or wintertime, a politician, all politicians, not just Lieutenant Governor Patrick, want to be able to say, well, I tried to fix it.
SMU economist Mike Davis isn't surprised by Patrick's comments, despite the fact that the state's Republican leadership is very proactive trying to attract businesses to the state.
So they're trying to get out ahead of this thing and say, oh, well, we figured out some way to solve the problem without costing you taxpayers any more money.
But energy expert Dr. Joshua Rhodes says the outlook for those power-hungry computer farms isn't all bad.
There's a couple things with Bitcoin mining. One, it can be a flexible load, and that can be helpful in a grid that needs more demand response and more flexibility.
Plus, Rhodes added,
I think we have a lot of new generation on the market. We've built a lot of wind, we built a lot of solar, but also a lot of energy storage that allows us to move some of that energy around.
Also economist Mike Davis pointed out that while it is true that data centers themselves don't bring a lot of jobs with them, if those data centers do not exist, he says that all of those high-paying tech jobs that everybody is looking to attract can't exist either.